Hello, viewers. It's Cincy Michael from School Review, three of my 561 podcasts. This is my 561 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, Also, I'm going to try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the top of this podcast. Recently, Batwoman has been finished its third season. I gotta say, it was a lot better than season 2. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Don't get me wrong, this season was a lot better than season 2, but it seems like it. But it seems like this season was a bit short. Only had 13 episodes this season of Batwoman. But at the same time, like I said before, seems like Batwoman's been having this it's been, repeating the same problems that they did in season 1 and 2. The dialogue, with the dialogue to certain characters, not using certain characters, right and whatnot. So basically, season 3 was a bit better, but it seems like they're still making the same mistakes like they did in season 1 and 2. So basically, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just saying that this season was better, but they just seem to keep on making the same mistakes in the past 2 seasons. So basically, with the dialogue, with certain, not using certain characters' potentials and whatnot. But and also trying to juggle multiple storylines in the series, in the season as well. This season we had Poison Mary, and we had the whole Poison Mary and Poison Ivy story arc in this season. Joker Marcus' story arc in this season and whatnot, and all Batman, the rogue villains, gadgets and whatnot that they need to find and whatnot in the season. So basically, this whole season was trying to juggle three main storylines. Actually, 4 main storylines if you count Ryan's mother and whatnot storyline as well. So basically, this whole series was trying to juggle 4 main storylines at the same time. So basically, it's, don't get me wrong, it's done right, it could work, but but it really shows that you can't really juggle 4 main storylines, at the same time, unless it's done right. But in here it was kind of it was kind of a bit messy, and plus time and the whole Atticus, adventure story arc thing didn't really turn out well either. I don't know why the hell that they want to redeem Alice for. Alice has done some pretty messed up things, but Alice was tortured by a madman, but still she done some real terrible things. That's just trying to seem like this series this whole season tried to redeem Alice's character and whatnot for all the bad things she did. But that whole storyline was basically, I found that kind of trash and whatnot. But Alice is, Alice is more it's more as an anti-villain and whatnot. So basically, like if they want to change Alice into a hero, but she's better off as like she's better off as like an anti-hero and whatnot. If she wants to change her ways, sort of be like Harley Quinn and whatnot. But anyway. But I did like the whole Bat Gadget storyline. I did like the whole Black Joker Market storyline as well. And also the Poison Mary and Ivy storyline was okay, but still trying to juggle these storylines at the same time really was kind of messy. So basically, like in season 2, you had Sapphire, Black Mask, and and the whole finding Kate thing, trying to juggle those storylines were kind of messy. So basically, like I said, this series, this whole the storyline for the main storylines for the season was messy to juggle. So basically, hoping that next season is, if the series does get a next season, with the whole CW buyout thing and whatnot going on, whatever, if Batman does get a fourth season, it's whatever. So, but anyway, like I said before, this season was a bit better. I did enjoy it, but at the same time, they just seem to keep on making the same mistakes like they did in the previous season. So basically, I'm hoping that the setup, so the final episode of season 3 setup, it had a good setup for season 4, but we just have to wait and see if Batwoman does get renewed to season 4, because with the CW, with the CW, we know that the CW it's up to sale and whatnot. So basically, we don't know if the new owners of the CW want to renew the show or not. So basically, it's up in the air right now. So anyway. This season, like I said, this season was was a bit better, but it was still messy, and it kept on making the same mistakes as the previous seasons, with the characters, some of the dialogue, and etc. The story, trying to juggle multiple storylines as well. But I did kind of enjoy watching it, but but the season was still a bit of a mess, with with a lot of problems to it. But it is what it is. But hoping that season 4 will be more. I hope that I hope that the setup. Seems like season 4 has a good setup. If that when we does get a season 4 and whatnot, but it has a good setup. But let's hope that that season 4 won't make the same mistake as this and the previous seasons did. But anyway, this is my view on Batwoman season 3. So anyway, signing off. 1.